Hi. So, I'm actually hands-free. I'm really excited, let me tell you. Does a little dance. I finally got the stand for my camera, so now I get to do this hands-free. I don't have to worry about the shaking of the camera, and I actually get to use my hands. I'm Irish. We like to work with our hands. That's also an Italian thing, so I hear, but whatever. We'll just go with it. Anyway, I also wanted to say welcome to any of my classmates who are watching this. I'm glad that you decided to follow along. I know it's probably for school, but whatever. Anyway, to those who don't know, my website is actually able to be used to get a college credit in a class called Exploring the Internet. So you might get some comments on there from my classmates. So I'm forewarning you, this is me forewarning you that there will be other comments and stuff, and you might actually see a little bit of a change in my blog because I'll have to also make it so that it also works for my college credit. So if you have any questions or concerns, let me know. Anyway, so for this week I have decided, okay, I suck at following up on things. I'm really busy. I'm taking 4 classes. I work full-time. I'm a full-time college student. All my classes are online, so I'm really, really busy. Plus, I have a dog who likes to go for a walk 2-3 times a day. So I have decided, as a way to help me keep going with my blog and keep going with my web journal, that once a week for my web journal, my live journal, I would answer a question. I will pick the most popular question or the one that is more interesting. And so this week I got a very, well, it's probably the most popular question I've gotten, which is, what is my book about? I actually have a friend of mine. His name is Robert Togus. He actually sent me a comment via my email. I've also gotten a whole bunch of comments on Facebook and Twitter, and a lot of people have just been asking me what my book is about. So I'll read you what he said specifically. By the way, he is also an author. He specifically does wildlife. If you're interested in anything, he actually has the Quest for the Eastern Cougar. I can get it on Amazon or bn.com. So anyway, Robert writes, I can remember meeting you and talking about our mutual interests, such as writing. You just don't forget the name London Frost. I see you've been busy creating and living your dreams. Tell me about your book. I have to say I've been a little nervous about explaining what my book is about because of copywriting, and I'm really afraid somebody's going to take the idea and roll with it, but I'm going to hope that you guys are going to be gentle and be nice and to understand that this is actually my private work and it's something that I'm actually trying to get published. If you see me looking back and forth, it's because I actually wrote what I was going to say. I'm awful. My brain is going 1,000 miles a minute. My imagination is just off the charts. So I tend to kind of go off topic sometimes, so I wrote this down as a way to hopefully keep me in line. So like I said, if you see me looking away a lot, it's because I'm trying to find my place. So a little bit more about the book. I wrote the book in first person, not just first person where it follows Jane, but it also follows Sean, and later it will follow Reed. You're probably asking why I decided to follow 3 characters. My big reason for that is I've read a lot of stories that are first person, and literally it just follows one person, and some of the time the person that it's following is not that interesting to me. I mean, the book is interesting, the story is interesting, the plot, the concepts, all of it, and I love all of that, so I'm willing just to finish reading it, but some of the times I don't enjoy who the person that the author decided to follow. A good example of this would be, and God forgive me, I'm so sorry, I'm sorry, don't hate me guys, seriously don't, but would be Twilight. I am, you know, Kristen Stewart is cute, don't get me wrong, she's absolutely adorable, but I hate Bella. I am not a fan of Bella by any stretch of the imagination. She's angsty and she can get really annoying, but I liked the story to a point. The whole sparkly vampire thing kind of set me off though, don't get me wrong, I'm a connoisseur of vampires, so the sparkly thing kind of threw me off, but the love story was nice, and it was interesting, and I was able to read it, but I read it for the story, and I'm one of those people that once I start a book or a series, I tend to follow it through. But the fact is that Stephanie Meyer was actually starting to write part of Edward's story, and I was very excited, and I was very upset when it turned out that she had gotten hacked and the book was released. I mean, she released it for everybody after that, but and I read it, and I have to say I was much more intrigued with Edward's side of the story. The Hunger Games would be another one. Now I'm very, very, very excited to see the movie. Trust me, I read the books in 1 week, and then I reread them within that same week, and I'm very excited for the Hunger Games. Anyway, you know, I loved reading about Katniss. Now, Katniss was a character that I could relate to. You know, I'm very much of a tomboy. I'm one of those people who I play video games, and I go out and I climb trees, and I actually own weapons. I know how to shoot a gun. You know, my father wanted to make sure I knew all that stuff. So I can very much relate to Katniss, but